Today we are looking at the brand Graphene X. This is another clothing related video in which I don't focus on just one piece of their collection, but I will show you a whole look. And actually, I will show you two looks. One that is a little bit more casual, or let's say a little bit more technical, and another one that is somewhat formal. And first, let's start with this look. And before we go into it, I definitely want to kind of shout out them because I have been using their t-shirt for quite a while. I would say at least a year, and I have been recommending this t-shirt because this is an amazing alternative compared to merino wool or other, let's say, natural fabrics that are very much recommended in the travel segment. Merino wool is usually one of the go-to fabrics when it comes down to traveling for many of their properties. Antibacterial, so they don't start smelling as fast compared to cotton shirts, for example. Climate regulating, that is really cool, no pun intended, when you are in hotter climates, but also in colder areas. It keeps you warm when it's cold and it keeps you cool when it's very hot. Then moisture-wicking, which means they dry really fast when you are, for example, want to wash them in the hotel room sink. You hang them up and then they will be dry in a couple of hours actually, because they are moisture wicking. But more importantly, when you are traveling, not only will they keep you cool, but if you happen to sweat, those kind of sweat areas that are moist will dry much faster. And because it's antibacterial, they won't start smelling, which makes packing much more easier because you can only carry a few items instead of multiple items, because you can wear that shirt multiple days without having to worry that it starts smelling. And all of these features actually what's the sentence that I want to say? All of these features are being kind of included, or this shirt from Graphene X basically has the same features, but it is not merino wool. Instead, it is 90% made out of graphene and then also like those elastic materials. As you know, I usually don't kind of want to bore you with all of these technical facts, and maybe 90% is wrong, so don't quote me on this, but it is made out of graphene. That is the reason why this brand is called that way. And this material is amazing. Actually, I would dare to say I prefer this t-shirt over merino wool, because not only does it have all of these positive features, the only downside is compared to merino wool, in winter, it doesn't keep me as warm as merino wool, yet everything else is basically the same. I would say while it doesn't keep me as warm as merino wool in winter, it keeps me much cooler in summer. So that's the only, in air quotes, trade-off that you have with this. But in addition to all of those positives, it also adds that this fabric, it feels, for the lack of a better adjective, it feels kind of slippery and very smooth on your skin. Merino wool can have the downside that it can be itchy depending on the quality of the merino wool. It can be a little bit itchy. And this is not the case with this. More importantly, there is no stitching. All of the parts are basically welded together. When you turn it around, I will show you in B-roll, you can see something. Those pieces are stitched, not put together, and then there is like this little welding thingy on top of the parts where usually you would stitch them together. So it means there are no areas that kind of rub against your skin. So everything, in addition to the material being very, in air quotes, again, I don't have a better adjective for it, but feeling a little bit slippery. It's kind of like snake skin. Again, I don't have a better adjective for that. It's kind of smooth, and therefore it lays really comfortable on your skin. And there is nothing in this shirt, even the washing instructions are printed on. There is no kind of label that kind of irritates your skin. So everything lies very comfortable on your skin. And that is the huge benefit over merino wool. And again, probably the reason why I would say I would recommend this over merino wool. More importantly, this fabric, this graphene, it is so much stronger compared to merino wool. Yes, it's not as long in my rotation as merino wool, so the long-term testing this still has to prove itself. But what I can tell you already is that the Layer X shirt with this material is much less prone to pilling compared to merino wool. If you wear merino wool, for example, with a backpack, and the backpack is kind of rubbing at your lower back, there is, or here on your shoulders with the shoulder straps, there is very high likeliness that eventually merino wool will start pilling. I have yet to see any pilling with this shirt. I love this shirt, and if these wouldn't be that expensive, I would probably just go ahead and replace all of my merino wool with this Layer X shirt. That's how much I like this. Yes, it is quite expensive compared to a cotton shirt. Don't get me wrong, it is an investment. But with merino wool, I always felt that the investment was really worth it because you have so many good features with that. And for traveling, just knowing, oh, okay, instead of, for let's say a 1 week business trip, instead of having to bring 5 cotton t-shirts, I can actually only bring 2. And that's amazing. And I stand by it. I use this on business trips, and I was never worried with merino wool that a t-shirt would get funky. So I was really comfortable carrying only 2. Now, having used the Layer X shirt for at least a year, I would say even it's almost 1.5 or 2 years already. These shirts hold up so well. There's no pilling. They look amazing. They feel great. And yeah, again, I feel like the investment is totally worth it because these are so long lasting and give you so much more features when you are traveling. So that's the Layer X shirt. I have this in black and in blue, although I prefer the black and I probably want to get a gray one as well in the future. So all of these benefits, or not all of them, most of these benefits, because of the fabric of this graphene, translate to all of the other garments as well. Not all of them. I need to read that. Please excuse that I don't remember all of them. So this at the top is the seamless AERO full zip hoodie. And just like the t-shirt, and this is the amazing part, there are almost no stitchings. But in the most important parts, it's again welded so that there is not too many things kind of rubbing unnecessarily against your skin. You know, sometimes you get those cheaper hoodies or cheaper t-shirts where the stitching, where those two fabrics kind of meet and are stitched together, have this kind of sausage, this bulky thing going along the lines here on your body, and it can get a little bit itchy. You have almost nothing in here. You have like a tag that usually can be a little bit scratchy in t-shirts, but I feel like in this hoodie, I guess no one wears a hoodie naked underneath. If you would wear it naked, yes, that can scratch, but because this is a hoodie, it is to be expected that you have a t-shirt underneath. So I don't really mind that there is like a carrying instruction tag in here. By the way, it says to wash cold. I never did. I know I'm terrible. I never really look at the washing instructions. So merino wool as well. You should wash them cold. I always wash all of my merino wool and technical fabrics with 40 degrees Celsius. I know you're not supposed to do that. I do it anyways, and everything holds up quite well. So that's something on your own risk. Don't say I recommended that. I'm just saying that's my experience. Do that at your own risk. All I can say is I'm doing that and I don't have any issues. But again, if you do that at your own risk, if something breaks, don't sue me. So this is the seamless AERO hoodie. Again, as I said, it has most of the same properties, but I just want to double check, is there something? So breathable, seamless, or mostly abrasion resistant. I feel like that is on par with I was saying with the Layer X, that there is less pilling, and I really like this, especially with an outer garment. This is again a hoodie, so you wear it over your t-shirt and it will be more likely to get in contact with the backpack. Being abrasion resistant sounds like an overkill, but it actually, for us that are in the bag enthusiast world wearing a lot of backpacks, especially those of you who wear Gorak backpacks, or at least the older ones, that were very abrasive to your garments. So this would be perfect. YKK zippers, and this, just like the other one, this shirt is antibacterial and thermoregulating. So this actually, I do like this. Usually I prefer somewhat more baggier style. Everything is very tight, not tight, but a little bit more slim fitting. And yeah, but I do like this hoodie a lot because it has the thermoregulating. It's summer, and I already know a couple of comments. Bo is wearing a hoodie in summer whilst being in this hot office. But yeah, this is what I'm doing for these videos, right? So leave a like and leave a sub if you appreciate what I'm doing here. So this is keeping you warm, and because this is not as bulky and heavyweight like those cotton hoodies, this is great for traveling. When you're traveling, especially if you're traveling to a warmer country, I feel like many people underestimate how cold flying can be in the air. So my go-to when traveling to, for example, I will be traveling to Bangkok pretty soon for a Muay Thai camp. I always layer up. I wear a hoodie, and I will be wearing this plus a jacket because yes, on the airport, there is air conditioning and stuff like that, but it can be a little bit too cold sometimes. And then when you're on the flight, it will be much colder. So don't get sick on the flight because you're just sitting there in a t-shirt and in a shorts. You will start feeling cold eventually. So layer up, and this is a great option because it's not as bulky as cotton, yet gives you very good thermoregulating features. And especially because this is somewhat the same fabric as the Layer X, moisture wicking, it will dry fast if you happen to sweat, and especially it won't start smelling because it's antibacterial. Next up, these jeans. You can already see I am really comfortable in kind of moving because this has a very stretchy material, and you can see this. I haven't stretched, so I cannot get my leg that high, but as you can see, it is extremely comfortable. I would actually dare to say I could do Muay Thai training tomorrow, but because it's really hot, I'm not going to do Muay Thai training tomorrow. But yes, as you can see here, I have so much comfortability in this jeans. These are called the Aerograph Denim Jeans. Although this is black, it's not, I'm not sure if you could actually call it denim based on what we usually consider denim. If I personally hear denim jeans, I think of Levi's, blue jeans, and obviously cotton and jeans fabric. This has the perception of a denim jeans. I need to take off this sweater. Hold on. Now I'm even getting warm. Let's take this off. Okay. And with this movement, that was a little bit too much. So again, I usually consider denim jeans to be something that is the Levi's, where I wouldn't be able to kind of do some kicks or anything. That would not be possible in the denim jeans. I would not be able to do that. So this is extremely comfortable. Again, this would be amazing for traveling because this feels basically like a sweatpants. You can actually move really fast and comfortably. It has basically, let me double check again. Sorry for not kind of memorizing these, but I need to read them. So it has extreme stretch, can confirm it does. 8 concealed pockets, gusseted crotch for movement and durability. As you can see here, I am able to move, so that is possible. Classic mid-race performance fit. Yeah, for my personal, let's say, fashion taste, these are a little bit too slim fitting. I like a little bit more looser cut, but it also has airlock technology, whatever that means. Extendable inseams if you need to loosen it up, I guess. Aerogel graphene threads. So I'm surprised that it doesn't say like those antibacterial and stuff like that. It doesn't say. That surprises me. I would have thought, but this page is already full, so maybe it doesn't say. Not sure if it has the same like antibacterial properties, but considering it's graphite, I assume it does. Again, this is an amazingly feeling comfortable, stretchy material, yet giving you this somewhat denim kind of perception. If you just look at it, you could think, okay, this is just a black jeans, but it isn't. It's much more comfortable and therefore again would be amazing for traveling. We have a lot of pockets. Let me just double check. So 1, 2 pockets here. Yeah. Oh, there is a zippered pocket here at the back, which would be great if you want to store some valuables. If you like to keep your wallet in the back pocket, the zippered pocket would be a much safer place. Again, making this really cool for traveling. And yeah, it's a jeans. What more can I say? It's not the kind of cut that I would usually prefer, but as you were able to see, the comfort, because it's so stretchy and you can move in them, I would say really cool, great for traveling. Now, the last piece, let me just get it. So the last piece in this collection that I really wanted to show is the performance tech shirt. So do a little bit of a French tuck here, not be too formal, but as you can see, if you want to go away from the, let's say, a little bit more utilitarian, tactical and efficient look that is all black and with this technical fabrics, and you want to be a little bit formal because you're going to a business meeting, then you have this dress shirt with the same fabric and it feels so great. This is really cool. Obviously, don't wear a black shirt underneath a white dress shirt. That looks obviously a little bit stupid, but we have to make do for now. And it is, from my personal opinion, really well cut. This is, again, the performance tech shirt. And let me just read out the features. So it says, lightweight versatility, graph cool, so it keeps you cool, moisture wicking, ultra smooth, UV protection, okay. Durability, moisture wicking, as I just said, so basically the same features, balanced skin microbiome, I don't know, but I think it means antibacterial. So it has, I would say, the same features like the Layer X, which especially with the dress shirt, you kind of want. You don't want to smell. So antibacterial features are actually important. Then moisture wicking. If you have business meetings, you don't want stains of wetness underneath your arm. At least you want to prevent that as much as possible. And if they kind of happen, you want them to dry as fast as possible as well. So quick drying, moisture wicking to get all of that heat that kind of your body generates away from you and hopefully preventing to get sweaty much longer. Prevent that you get sweaty, prevent it a little bit longer. What's wrong with my English? I think it's the heat right now. So yeah, this is the performance dress shirt. I wear this occasionally. I do like the fabric of this, and I can just say it again, the Layer X shirt. All of these are really cool. Although the pants are not kind of style-wise what I would usually wear, I do see a lot of benefits with these pants. The zippered hoodie, I would say perfect for traveling. If you want to layer up, again, please consider bringing at least something warm in the flight because it will get really cold, especially if you have an 11-hour flight. Even if you're warm at the first 3 hours, you will get kind of cold eventually. So having something that is easily to pack because it is not as bulky, yet giving you a lot of benefits in terms of climate regulating and keeping you warm. The hoodie is great. And dress shirt, also great. But my most recommended thing, and that I would say everyone should invest in. Yes, it has been merino wool, but now I would say this Layer X shirt with this graphene is, for me personally, a much better investment. Oh, by the way, if you want to support this channel, there will be affiliate links in the description below. With those, obviously, you will not pay anything more. But if you use those affiliate links, you will send over a tiny kickback of that sale, and that way you can support this channel. And if you do so, thank you very much. So again, the Layer X shirt, for me, have been using this for many months. I love this, and I understand it's quite a lot of money, but I feel like the investment is totally worth it, and I will definitely eventually slowly change my merino wool into Layer X shirts, because again, I love that there is no stitching. All of the benefits are the same like on merino wool, and yet it looks so great. It doesn't start pilling. It seems to me, again, long-term durability is yet something that I need to experience, but I think with over a year of use, multiple wrong washes, again, this is supposed to be washed cold. I wash it with 40 degrees. It holds up amazingly well. So yeah, highly recommend. So what are your go-to travel pieces of clothing and fabrics? Merino wool, or do you still just like to use cotton because it's cheaper? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, also comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And maybe consider watching my other clothing video up here that was about the brand Guston. YouTube thinks that you liked the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here. That way we see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.